Yeah, I'm just doing something on the side. I haven't said anything yet, but I'm good. Uh, I'll say yeah, hi. I'm gonna say line. I could have streamed like 2 hours ago, but I was distracted by stuff. So I'm gonna end up streaming for like 2 hours today, but that's okay, it's better than nothing, right? Yeah, totally. And it's like rainy, the lazy kind of day. Yeah. Yeah, salmon bosses, that's pretty cool. I still don't have a golden moss despite all the hours I have on salmon. Actually, it just takes 10 years to get any of those. Really engaging game that was, yes. Hi. Wow. Also, if you're wondering today why I try again, the answer is I made a build. And it's kind of an easy like autopilot and solo queue kind of weapon. I guess probably gonna fast start eventually, but I feel like now's like a good time to like at least like chip at it. Same goes for special badges and all that stuff. Like 500k on Try Nouveau, I think, like barely. That's like 45% of the way there, give or take, so that's neat. Ah, thanks, Cooker. Ooh. Hi. My brain is like so off right now. Actually insane. Interesting slider. President track the guy. Funny. even know if the jump really did anything there. It was more just like I have cooler and it's funny. I don't really know if there's ever like any situation where that's genuinely like a useful thing outside to just like a mix up. But even then, like, because it used to go so high, I feel like it should be easier to kill you. But I think some people just like don't aim proactively. I don't know, freaking know, man. I don't know. Ah, great, we can do a rank up battle. Wow. Epic. That means a lot, totally. Anyways, chat, how have you been doing collectively, individually, whatever it is? Because I'm looking at and the last time I streamed was actually 4 days ago. Feels like much longer, but I think that's just because working on the weekend does that to me. So busy, it feels like 10 years. The heck is a Fumuridium? I have like 10 million pictures of Fumos on OBS. So Fumuridium is like basically just like slap a picture of a Toho plush on the stream. That's the idea behind it. And I'm lazy as son and Cooker's gonna yell at me being like, can you grab your pictures with your own Fumos? I keep saying I'll do it, but I haven't done it. So eventually. Eventually. One day. Today's not that day. I haven't noticed you actually did already, hold on. God, I need more of these. Let's do this one. Like very, very, very small. Actually, just cover the Booyah with the... No Booyah, only this way. You did illegal things today. Yeah, that sounds important, doesn't it? Tapestry. Nice. You know, funnily for the longest time, I had mismatched curtains in my room, meaning like I have 2 windows and one set of curtains was different than the other. And it's been like that for probably way too long, so they finally match each other as of like last week. It's not something you really pay attention to until like you like change it and then you're like, wow. You just go so you are so used to it, just like not to being different. I keep rolling the cooler on this. Big fan. Why are you dropping on me? Like, the Rainmaker's not even over here. What are you doing? Junior players then. Actually mind-boggling what is going through their heads. Fascinating. You need blackouts so you can sleep during the day. Yeah, I feel like my curtains are like... I'll have curtains and also have shades. So like if I really wanted to do that, I could pull the shade down and put the curtain. Probably sufficient. Because it also depends where your room is and where the sun is relative to you, right? It varies. Lose your grasp on time of blocking the sun out. See, work is like the opposite of that for me, because it's just this giant window constantly. And by far that makes the most interesting kind of days the ones where it's super cloudy and like rainy. I don't really know, the vibe is just cool. Especially during the summer, I guess, because it doesn't even get dark until like 8 p.m, so it's not particularly interesting out there for the majority of the day unless I like close and it's like, oh, it's nighttime, that means I can almost go home, wow. That and like, I can see the sunset, which is like kind of cool. That's kind of neat. You should get rid of those bugs. Yeah, I really want to get plants. I won't right now, but in the future, when I have like houseplants and stuff. Gotta take care of them. Booga. I still have the first drink, like, is still up. Just have another one. That's probably cool, it kind of goes dummy in terms of its duration. I guess that mixed with the one buff, it just feels like 10 years, you know? Yeah, lavender's pretty cool. I don't know, I think I've been thinking of plants a lot lately because I see people like buy them at work. I'm like, dang, they're pretty. It also comes down to like what kind of plant you get, because some are like more capable of just kind of existing, not completely on their own necessarily, but like some plants be like, you watered me too much, I will die. You know? Or that's too much sunlight, I die now. Hi Kiki, you have a question? Okay, what's the question? I may or may not have an answer. If you ever have a son and he becomes a priest, would you call him father or son? Sounds like the kind of question you would hear in like Fire Emblem, like Awakening or Fate's discussion, because it's just both. Yeah, go both. It depends the context, I suppose. Yeah, because you have Lisa's son Brady, I think his name is, and he's a priest. But he's her son, so how did like where do you go with that? Oh yeah, that's my son father. That's my son father Brady. There you go. That's how you do it. How many Toho games are there? Main series wise, we're getting the 19th this month, but if you're counting spin-offs and all, If you're counting spin-offs as like canon games, then you're probably are more like around like the high 20s or like 30 mark at this point. Probably like 30 actually. But there's a lot of stuff there. Yeah, they're not very long games. I'm really just sitting here. It's crazy. Ow. He hit me first, and then I continued to engage, and I died, and I can't believe it. Yeah, there's a lot of games. Yeah, not particularly long. If you want to just beat it like once, like a main series game, you can probably do it in like 30 minutes. What did you... Why did he get... Okay, I got baited by the wipeout tech, but I was like jumping in during that or something. Or just manifested himself instantly. That's why you don't trust the wipeout text. It's just a meme. It's a suggestion. It's like everyone's dead at this very moment. I mean, they're gonna stay that way. Did he not die? I mean, I guess parry reduced the damage. I'm surprised. Okay, I run at them now because I get punished a bit less if I die. Yeah, we run at them now. Ah, dude, nice hiding spot. That was really amazing. Or it's one guy, come on, like... I don't think I need to this way though, right? Sure. Fine. Just gonna struggle with this guy with a roller, I don't know. Oh, no, man. I forgot that was a new sploosh, honestly. Interesting. Ah, I still traded that. Roller. Okay. Gonna say... But one thing you can't let happen. You still do the thing in Splatoon 3, I like never do it. Hate counter. Maybe something dumb. That was a bomb. I thought the charger actually timed that like perfect. I was genuinely like shocked by that if that was the case. Oh, that's good. Hopes for next season, more weapons that actually matter. That's like my biggest like complaint. So many weapons like functionally don't exist because their initial kit is just garbage, or like they need like big buffs in the case of something like Brella. Oh, that's really bad actually. Why are you over there? We're gonna get away with it too, oh no. I did not commit, okay. Yeah, I want to say like Foot Squeezer with like Spot Bomb plus like, I can't say any special, but virtually any special. Game needs that really, really badly. I want to say Emperor Dually, because the main weapon Dually buff is like kind of cool, but like the only Dually variant that exists is the one with Crab, and Crab has been on a downward trend, and even like early game it wasn't like super duper relevant, like the existence of like Splash. I think we need Emperor and Foil Squeezer really badly. And you know the obvious like we make the new map like not complete garbage because the new maps have been really bad so far from a gameplay perspective. Like the bar is low when I'm like sitting here calling like Barnacle and Dime Rainmaker like unplayably bad. But then I'm like, no, I still like the map more than Brownwater because Brownwater is like actual just dumpster fire. Like this is like complete garbage. It's literally just a hallway map, but you made it a slope and acted like that would fix anything. Like Rainmaker Brownwater is like actually just like, it's not Rainmaker Black Belt A tier, but it's like really not that far removed from that. Where it's like, yeah, if you wanted to defend it, you have to drop zone them with like 90+% of weapons. And the defensive angles are complete garbage because it's like a hallway. Like, what in God's name is this map? It's so bad. Not even later necessarily, it's just like, I don't know, like, it's just, it feels so like attacker favored and not in like a good way. Like, if you have to like get back in. Like, if you ever get back in, it feels like the opponent's just up like really badly. It's like, oh, you lose the fight mid and then they just paint your entire ramp. And then like, okay, well, you have to go the literal sucky hallway that no one ever does because it doesn't do anything. Drop like 50 feet onto the bottom left if you can somehow even get down there, or just make the fight in the front, which is not even favored. So it's like, as bad. It's really. I don't even care about the like 9 or 8 numerically. It's just that they need to like not suck. Because I was having this conversation with someone 2 nights ago or whatever, and I was arguing that the first season update, the Chill season, was like one of the least impactful like things like meta speaking wise, just from the weapons added. Because like the only really like decently relevant things that got dropped in that season were like what, like T-Tech and like the other one. I'm talking like on Inception, by the way, not like post buffs like says. Yeah, they added like Carbon Deco and T-Tech and everything else is like mid or a meme. It's like day 1 Big Swig, Sniper Rider, and Nova are just like meme weapons. Especially a Swig, like unbuff Swig with like Vacuum. Like I was never of the group being like, oh, Swig's like the worst weapon in the game because it's not true, but like it was really freaking bad. Like the weapons they added that season were like bad. That are just like not really worth anything. Yeah, I'm from a small cafe. That sounds pretty nice. Yeah, we need like more, not even meta relevant, just like more like strong weapons are just like fun to play, I guess. I don't need to do that. It's unfit problem, Rainmaker of all game modes. I don't know, man, that's not me. That's a vacuum temp, by the way. Point that out real quick. Sorry, I'm just staring at freaking Chris McLean over here. It was the first season, but like you know what I mean. Like if you like hype up like, oh, we're only gonna add weapons every 3 months, and then like 3 months pass, and it's like the most flaccid like everything sucks or is mid season ever. Like that's kind of boring. You missed Total Drama Island. Hey chat, what's your opinion on the seasons? A loaded question. I'm of the opinion World Tour's best season, but that's me. At the least it's my favorite season. Season 3, right? I think it's 3. Yeah, then the next season, just like it's a really low line that I'm asking for, just like new map that isn't sucky, i.e. like make the spawn like functional somehow. He's really bad at doing that in this game so far. And like at least like half of the weapons be like pretty good. Obviously like the little things that I'm not gonna like point out, but like more gear that I like, for example, just like quality of life stuff, but that's more just like a bonus, I guess, not really like the number one thing that like I expect. There's a lot of quality of life stuff just shows up one day. Also, do something about table turf grinding, because like, Jesus Christ, in its current state, like, you cannot expect anyone to get 999 unless they just like literally just do it every waking moment of the day. Very cool. Yeah, Pokemon Direct is tomorrow. This is DLC stuff. I'm not really expecting anything. I expect like types on or the frick their names are. Monkey Dory, Saren something. Not Dippity. It's like the pun is on Dippity, but like forget the full name. And then like Okidogi, I think that's the dog guy. Really stumpy dog Incineroar guy. What do we keep calling him? That's all I see when I look at him. No. You're on team they'll announce the NA championship. That's realistic, honestly. Because we had Ballplane Expo and Octo Expansion all like shown the same day, right? Yeah, like, if you've been in the stream for, like, a minute, you'll know that, like, I don't really care so much about in-game on Pokemon, because I don't think it's very good. And Modern Gen's, like, in-game. So that part I'm not really big, it's more just, like, what mons are returning from, like, a meta perspective. And, like, what mons are new. Kind of deal. That engages me at this point. And, like, obviously when you, like, slap them in, like, ROM hacks and all that. Cool. Because Radical Rev did add Gen 9 Pokemon this week, which is pretty neat. Because all we know is that they have the whatever Toxic Chain ability, I think it is. Which is like, isn't it literally just like Poison Touch, except it's like badly poison instead of normal poison? I think that's what it was. But I don't think it's limited to the contact moves the way that Poison Touch is. Because I can't imagine all of them being physical attackers in the first place. There's no way that bird's throwing hands. Get me wrong. Or at least I don't think the monkey's throwing hands. I don't know. They don't give me that vibe. Dog, yeah, dog's gonna slap you. But then again, I don't know. Full ability. So you get badly poisoned by like everything, and then you hate it. I guess it also depends on proc rate, because like poison touch is what, like 20? 20 or 30? Maybe it's 30. It might be 30, actually. Forgot. The heck, you got the hammer charged. I didn't get my cooler. I really hope I didn't throw that off the map. No, I think I threw that off the map. Oops. I bet. Cooler buff went a little bit too crazy. I think I was arcing at like his pre-patch because of that's like, oh, such a high angle. Yeah, I expect side order to just be like a, not random, but to be one of those things like, comes out today, you know? It's like kind of shadow drop, but not really. I mean, is that really technically defined as shadow? I feel like shadow drop is like those Nintendo Directs being like, oh yeah, here's the thing you didn't know existed coming out today. I think that's like different than just, yeah, my cooler didn't count, god damn it. That's different than expecting it to be, you know, eventually trademark, and then it just comes out a day. Elena Brock Boys and Touch for 4 games in Metronome Cup. 4 games? Not 4 turns? That's impressive. Me personally, I get knocked off by a Lola Muck and I get poisoned immediately. Consistently. My touch knockoff is so messed up. Lola Muck is cool though. Even I take them on and slap Dark type on it and it immediately like bumps up like 3 tiers. Impressive work, fellas. Why isn't Dark crazy? But yeah, I do feel like they're not gonna talk about side order really until it just comes out. Yeah, Metronome battles are not funny. I'm so upset I threw the cooler off the map. That was this. We lost 1 game towards the golden cooler count. I'm truly distraught by this, because that game definitely lasted more than like a minute and a half. So sad, man. Oh. You think it was a distraction? Never mind. The idea was like kind of hard when you're glowing a million arrows, but yeah. Okay, we got cooler again. We already won the game again. I love Rainmaker in series. It's so good to farm. It is so good for farming. I don't know. I'm under the impression for those free Pokemon from DLC 1 that they're all like poison plus insert second typing. But that maybe that's just very surface level analysis of Toxic Chain as an ability. I don't know. I'd be cool with like poison flying on the bird. That's a really cool type. That, like not a ton of Pokemon have really. It's like what, like Crobat. Is there another one? Probably right. Crobat. Crobat the only one? I can't think of any. It sounded like there's got to be more than one. Is it? Maybe Crobat is the only one. Well, okay, if Crobat is the only one, then yeah, be cool with another one of those. Because I know it won't happen for like a year, but I really want to know what the gimmick is for what's the turtle's name in Gen 9? Galapagos. Galapagos, yeah. Yeah. Galapagos. Because I'm assuming its ability is just like some like it's either like pre-nerfed Protean or like it's like cracked out Protean. Like that feels like the most like gimme thing in the world, so I'm just curious. I still traded. Yippee. Oh, look at the Zanzap spacing themselves. Whoa. Unheard of. Telling you, chat, farming and Rainmaker on maps like these, or I guess not so much Manta, but like maps like Mahi and this for farming, broken. Like I'm almost upset I don't have a double money ticket on right now because I have an EXP one because I did like 2 series of X last night and I don't like burning money ones in there. $800 faster. No, like actually, like outside of obviously playing with like some super like slow like 4-stack, I think having Rainmaker on like specific maps and series is like really really freaking good. This map, Mahi, Armored are kind of not as much. Just... Their Hammerhead Rainmaker is probably pretty good too. Chronicle and Time Rainmaker is probably good for that as well. Both have like ridiculous snowballs. Hello Ryan. Yeah, we're kind of farming, which is cool because it's kind of my goal here. Let's take good for farming conches for fast. I rolled on one more jackpot off stream, but it was the one title like Ace Gadabout or whatever. 0 to 4-star on rotation. It's probably possible because it's only like 60k, right? Like even like from beginning of stream, which is like 40 minutes ago, maybe a little bit less if we're counting like gameplay wise. I think I've gone up like either like 20 or 30k. Like it's definitely possible, for sure. Yeah, I think I looked up what the word meant like a month ago and I don't remember. That was a bad place to shake a fizzy. Special butterfly. Yeah, that's like the idea. Yeah, if you know me, like, in the slightest, I'm never gonna use that title. Be honest here. Uh-oh. Oh, what? Oh no, my ballpoints build was like dumpster fire. What is that? Where's your run speed? How do you have RP? Ew. Like how this guy's name is Get Signal. Professional Splatfest tips. Not even wrong. That color's like a broken motor, just suiciding into it for like 2 minutes is like actually correct. I feel like it's one of those things they'll never patch either, which sucks. That's a good opportunity. The roller... dead? Okay, we're good. No. There's a title I still want. I want Heartfelt. I really like that word, but I don't think it's for a very long time. Yeah. That chicken. Oh, the Tetra. Okay. What's happening? Is it me? Is it the lobby? I have no idea. Let's look at our frames. Now I have 0 top frames. I think this guy's so slaggy. I'm gonna run in. I guess he doesn't know. I get haunt, okay. Like, are we just leaving that there? Not enough someone DC'd. Your slider! You have chaotic builds, so you're chilling. Yeah. I like to change it every now and again, but yeah, when it comes to getting down the list and being like, oh, I like these descriptors, and then realizing I don't have them, it's kind of sad. Uh... Okay, like I'm trying to do this while looking at the preview on OBS, which is like absolutely tiny, by the way. So be impressed that I even got it up in the first place. But yeah, this is like the list of my titles. Like as they're approaching. Um, Celestial is a fun descriptor. I like Mysterious. Um, Good. This one's really funny, just on principle. Unprecedented is good. Trained is good. Like where's Heartfelt on the? I just tried to okay. Trying to control F on the wrong monitor and it still let me. That's cool. Yeah, like Heartfelt is 246. So that's kind of depressing, isn't it? All right, that like kind of hurt my head trying to trying to move my mouse on a different monitor while looking at it on OBS. It was a little bit weird. I have it right. Yeah, I have it right. Okay. Huh? Huh? What? Huh? Okay. Ow. I'm more baffled with the leader hitting me. Guess it was like a delay, but that just looked really gross. World's ugliest wall bangs. Shining Trainer when I do showdown speedruns in queue. I'm really legitimately considering making an ult for like doing that on showdown. Sounds very funny. Oops. You are an arrow spray. Yeah, I saw the S1 thing is back, which is like cool. I don't really have any desire to play that game at the like current moment though. That does not happen. But I mean, the fact you have the option again is really good, obviously. Maybe. How does your backup social media Twitter die? I guess you could argue Showdown as a form of social media, because it does have all the chat rooms and you can DM people and stuff. I just never really thought of it as such. Yeah, I guess you're not wrong. God, what's their comp do? Gross. Actually, no, you're right. Showdown is a form of social media, because if you make an alt account and play like low ladder on like any tier and like win, you'll get like slurs thrown at you, most likely in another language, but yeah. No, yeah, that definitely like qualifies as social media, then you're right. Yeah, it's called people too, but some people some people will be like 1200 on ladder and like the angriest people you've ever met in this world playing Pokemon. That's like, bro, you are 1200 on Showdown. It's not even like top 500 ladder or anything. It's literally like bottom of the ladder. Like, why are you so mad? Funny. You're 1000. Oh, so you have a new account. I Showdown doesn't even like have below 1000. It's just lower. Like this is the lowest it can be. Yeah, like the only tier I'm like actively playing at the moment is like Randbats because it's just like an easy thing to do when I'm bored. I think right now I'm like around like 22. I peaked like 23 like earlier this week, which is like around like top 100 on ladder, give or take. Hey! Nope, 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 hey! Honestly, I expected the bamboo to kill me for that, but I don't know, I'm here for the humor of it. Oh. Oh, the other guy died, okay. Yeah, I suck at team building. Because I don't overthink it a lot, like I rather just... And like 9 out of 10 times it's either I take an RMT or I like build with someone. I don't really like solo team building very much. I think that's why I default to random battles a lot. That, and I don't know, like my favorite battle facilities and like Emerald, like DPP, Battle Frontier was always Battle Factory. I just love the idea that you get like all these really like garbage tier mods and it's like, yeah, win. How? I don't know, find out. The puzzle. Can you always win? No, but really funny. And I guess it's like, it's one of the few modern formats that has no team preview, so it's really cool in the sense of like, it feels like old gens in a way, because you can just like save like a really broken thing for the end game and like slowly learn what your opponent has, because it's random. And then like kind of be like, oh, they have nothing for this, I will save this, and then like you win with it. And it's like, it just feels like some like game of randomized chess, where you spawn in with less pieces because you rolled left disc on your team or something. In which case you're basically playing a 5v6 with a stack, but you know, that's fine. Even the worst mons tend to do something, love just because not one of them, but you know. Someone's gotta be the worst, you know? Go sub power fizzy bomb. Yeah, team building is a different skill. I think I'm definitely capable of it, it's just like, I don't know. It's like my least favorite part about it. Compared to just like testing a team or like modifying it like after like building it initially. But I don't know, it's a, I'm very bad at like rough drafts or first drafts of anything because I overthink it like times 10 million. So it's just like, this is like where my like weakness like is. Roundabouts like, I don't have to worry about that. I don't make the team. It just, you just give me 6 scrimblos, they have 6 scrimblos. And go, kind of thing. Very non-committal in that sense. In fact, Oracle is a good mon in modern gens, like 7 and beyond, just because they gave it drought. It's cool. I like that guy in Gen 3, but then he was like a nothing mon for so long. Which like most definitely applies to stuff like Ninetales as well, but this is power of being a weather. inducer, like a Turian setter. Most of the time. I have no idea what the world is gonna be like. I like watching doubles, I don't like playing doubles. I don't know. Okay, I was gonna say my cooler ran out. It was raining. Yeah, it's not like depth. I just really hate the aspect of doubles where a lot of it just feels like not coin flips, but you know what I mean by that with like protect versus not protect. And like because the games are so short, like sometimes I like watch a game of doubles and like it feels like by turn 2 that it's like basically impossible sometimes just because they had the wrong read turn 1. I don't really like that from like a player perspective. Like obviously singles has that to a degree, and sometimes like instead of turn like 1 mess up, it'll be like turn like 80. But I guess it's like a give and take, but I don't know. It like sucks to feel like you're playing on the back foot in a format where you can just lose in like 4 turns. It's like damn. Yeah, I don't really care about legendaries or any of that. It's just I don't really like how punishing it can be in a format that ends so quickly. I'm glad I was like never one of those kids at the age of like 10 that like got mad at people for using legendaries, because like obviously the general idea of like, oh, legendary probably equals stronger is like true to a degree. Especially with the very broken ones, you know, like Kyogre tier and Zacian tier and Miraidon and Koraidon tier, like yes. But, like even as a child, like I like caught Articuno and I look at it, I'm like, it doesn't actually look that good or that crazy. You know, like post Gen 1 or whatever. I guess that's part of the intrigue that kind of brought me in of just like, oh, like cool like learning about all the traits a mon can have, and a mon can like look bad on paper, but like actually be really good in practice because that's the right traits to do some specific thing. Versus like, yeah, it's like overloaded with stats, but like sucks. It's like they don't actually do anything or have any unique like quality that makes them worth using. That or they have like debilitating stuff like slacking. Slacking in an in-game team is the funniest like goddamn thing, but in actual like PvP, yeah, giving the opponent a free turn is kind of happening. I don't know why they dropped down in response to a vacuum instead of just biting the bullet and saying okay, but sure. I'm not gonna question the main saver splatter shot, I suppose, for whoever it was. I forgot Doodle's even a move. I like forget a lot of the doubles oriented moves like exist. Like decorate on alchemy. There to body block baby. I can Valiant mode skill swap. I mean there's other cases like that. It's like Cryogonal being compatible with Attract, right? Despite it being a genderless Pokemon. Which, you know, would only imply that Cragnole was planned to just have genders like a more typical Pokemon. That ended up getting changed later down the line and they didn't remove or retract from the move pool. I don't know, I love like weird little like quirks of like move pools and like fun facts like that, where it's just like this move is completely impractical, why does it learn it? Sort of thing. Wow, Cooker, I hope it went okay. How many anything do I have? 4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still Fluttermane. We're getting cracked out, slap fairy type on Mischievous, min-max the hell out of it. What were they thinking? Funny, I feel like I monkey pawed the existence of Fluttermane because post Gen 7 I'm like, yeah, Ghost Fairy is a broken typing. I want another Pokemon with that isn't necessarily tied to a gimmick ability. And they're like, okay, it's min-max Mischievous. And it's like, oh. Well, I mean, I suppose it is earth-shatteringly meta-defining, but that's not really what I meant by I wanted another one. It's more just like, I thought it would be pretty cool to see another one, but... okay. I mean, I like Mischievous, but... I don't know. From a design POV, I'm not the most interested in Fluttermane. I wish it did a little bit more with it. I don't know, I just think original Mischievous is just very cute. And I guess the existence of Fluttermane kind of like takes Mismagius' existence and just like vomits on it. Like, why do you exist now? Outside of being a low tier mon. I guess it has nasty plot, which Fluttermane doesn't, but statistically speaking, outside of like 5 more HP in defense, it's like, damn, you really just took straight like minus 20, 20, 20 on the actual stats that matter. Yeah, it has Levitate, I guess there's that. Yeah, I always like Mischievous more than Mismagius, but you know what I mean, where it's just like... It's like Xmon, but DLC. I'm a big Valiant enjoyer, because it's just really freaking good. I'm a fan of the World's line. I don't know. I have my biases. I don't like our comp, that's my bias. This game, I don't think that's very good. I reiterate that or reciprocate rather, the word I'm looking for. But I don't foresee myself staying in this lobby. Realistically speaking. But who knows? You know, maybe I'll entertain it. Who knows? Feeling quirky today, let's go left. Just kidding, we're going right, you got baited. You fool. Yeah, Viserys is always a good low tier bond in singles. Just a fan of it. I'm a fan of like virtually any ghost type. Our ghost type I actively don't like. It's my favorite type. I don't know if there's a ghost I actually would actively say I don't like them. I think about that. Like most of the ghost types are pretty like banger. From like an aesthetic POV at least. That's what they did to Cursola from a gameplay perspective, but that's different. I like all the ghosts. They're cool. And yeah, Valiant's just the glass cannon kind of Pokemon that generally don't succeed as much in doubles. I mean, Fluttermane is, but only on like one side. Like Valiant is like fragile. Definitely built more for singles. I mean, they do very different things, but again, doubles is just a different role than singles. Obviously, in singles we ban Fluttermane because that is an extremely unbalanced mod, but you know, in a world with no bans, feel like have fun, I suppose. Hehe. I don't know about that jumping, man. I don't know about that. Yes. Yeah, like, to me that's not even really so much a ban, that's more just like a restriction. Yeah, I know what you mean. Even though I don't really think those mods would do very much in doubles, but Wake is kind of cool in singles. I think Leaves is neat too, but it's also just it needs Terror to like exist. Pretty freaking good. Great context. But part of me kind of wishes that part of me was kind of hoping that Leaves would be like fighting plus another type. I don't know, I would have liked if Leaves was like fighting Psychic, for example. But oh well. Yeah, that's part of me being fatigued by Grass Psychic. Yeah, I'm gonna blame that on a limited Pokedex. Like, I know it's always the mean people like complain of like Xmon's meta, like Xmon because it's popular, but like I like Tapu Koko. Me personally, I miss him. I kind of miss the Tapus in general, honestly. I'm not Lele as much because fighting Lele is kind of annoying, but Psychic Terrain playstyles are actually like kind of strong sometimes, but I don't know, I like them. I'm a big Finny enjoyer just because it's a really good Gloomon. Very good. They could have also just like not butchered Pincurchin, but you know, that's its own thing. I don't know, man. I don't think you need to give it 48 HP and then 101 attack. Then it's like passable bulk stats get completely offset by like unusable HP. Also, you didn't even give it the courtesy of letting it learn Volt Switch despite being like a really slow electric type, so it's like explicitly didn't want it to be very good. All he does is barf on the floor or barfs up like 2 hazards after setting up terrain and dies. Like I don't know. It's just like sad because like I think he's like a funny, cute little guy, but like good God, his stat spread like actually just weighs him down so horrifically. Depressing. I think it makes sense. Like I get he's prickly, like little urchin guy, but like 101 attack, like he's just a little guy. Like why? I don't know. That mountain's like weird. I wish it was better. But again, it's just I think on the stat distribution got completely boned. Did you know it learns recover? You might have forgotten that because no one would do that because it lacks the bulk to survive like ever. A shame. Yeah, top rows are all Gen 7. And DD's cool, and I'm still mad that they took Expanding Force out of like its move pool. I'm still mad that Gen 9 cut move pools in general, like stupid. Especially like the DLC moves from like Gen 8. It's like, yeah, let's add these cool tools to Pokemon that like could kind of need them, but then immediately remove them the very next game and act like they didn't exist. Like, what was the point then? Or said no more flip turn Barraskewda. I said, but why? Ah. Yeah, no armor is just the one Pokemon, but you know what I mean? Like I hate that. Like, why? Why add a move? You're just gonna cut it immediately. Like, it's stupid. Like, actually, just like a seasonal buff. What is this? Yeah, Scald I get, but like I'm talking like actually just retroactively removing moves that like thematically make sense. Like cutting like Roost off of Scizor and Hydreigon, like I really don't like that. Are they good Pokemon without it? Yeah, but like taking a move out of its move pool that it's known for like a decade feels wrong to me, you know? It's not like a move that like breaks the game just because it learns it. Just like makes the way it plays more linear because it has less like viable sets. Because you're not allowed to run like bulky Scizor at all anymore, so like it's whole playstyle just like default. What are you doing? So it's like whole playstyle is just an attacker, and it's like not as fun, not as nuanced of a design. What are they doing? What is their team doing? Oh shit. Yeah, I still don't know if I believe the Scald coming back thing. But knowing Game Freak, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. They're like, you like praise them like, oh, this is a good balance change, and then they just immediately go back on it like half a year later. It seems pretty in character. I think Kingambit will be banned. I think it'll be close. I don't know if it'll get banned. I haven't really had the time to go for Rex. Me personally, I would vote no ban, but it's like I understand the sentiment and like can see what people mean, but like I don't know. I kind of like having it there. But in the end, like, will it really matter when the DLC comes out in a couple of months? Not really as much as people like might imagine. I feel like if it gets banned, it'll be like 62%, and if it doesn't get banned, it'll be like 47%. I don't know. Like it's gonna be like a really close number. Like I don't, it's not one of those Pokemon I look at and I'm like, yeah, that's like overwhelmingly gonna get banned. Like no, like it's like very contentious. Yeah, I think it'll be extremely close, ultimately. But again, will like long term, will it really matter with DLC coming out? I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. Oh, I took it right out. Oh no. How goes it? We are farming the hell out of series. That's how it goes. I am mindlessly playing the game and being rewarded for it. This is what I mean when I said Splatoon has two moves. It's either like this win rate, and it's like, man, I'm bored. Or just like the much more even win rate of like, man, I'm in a bad mood of X rank. God. Yeah, funnily, I don't own all the amiibo for Splatoon 3. The only one I own is the Octoling one with the 96. So that's the only gear I have from this game. I just want to use this shirt, and I was like, this is like one of the only pieces of gear that matches it. I went with it. You know, it's literally the I'm bored because like I'm not losing versus the like I am really annoyed because I keep losing in ways that like feel so like clutchable. Or like it was like such a small trip kind of thing. Like there's no in between. It's one or the other. Yeah, you could definitely make the argument Gambit's like the strongest Mononoyu. Even though like this the best glue would be like us like in terms of like the strongest end game on, yeah, it's definitely Gambit. It reminds me of what was it? Was it a Blunder video? I think it was a Blunder video where like it like literally demoed the thing where it's like you play like garbage, but then like King Gambit plus Supreme Overlord be like, I'm gonna carry this game, and then bro just like reverse 6-0s with it. And it's like, yeah, maybe this isn't a great design on a mod that's like good even before Supreme Overlord kicks in, but you know. You know, maybe a free built-in choice band without any of the commitment of that for an end game that's like inevitable anyway. Maybe that's a little bit extreme. Yeah, like Tuska's never a problematic mon, it's just an extremely flexible mon that's really good that can like lay hazard, remove hazard, knock off for progress. Its stabs are really good. It checks a lot of things. Bulk up sets. Bulk up plus rapid spin actually goes crazy in the right games too. Like Tuska's just a very, very, very good Pokemon. Like you'll never have a game where Tusk does like nothing. Like it always just definitely should have this on instead of the DXP tech at the beginning of the stream. Well, the need one more for the pack of cards. My seed. Gitario. I understand it not being OU for sure. It's like there's no Santa Beer, so this gen, and there's also 10 million broken dark type Pokemon, so like letting it on your team in OU like feels like not realistic. Like Bandit set can go nice some games, but it's not like consistent. And there's just so much competition for like the slots. Even like rock type, right? Like comparing yourself to the rock and like or Argonaxle specifically and all the dark type mons, like I get it. Like even OU's like kind of tough for it. There's a lot of bad matchups into some of the top tiers. I don't know. Tough. In conclusion, bring back Pursuit. But maybe not actually, but maybe just for T-Tar. That is his legacy. Let him have it. Let him be the only Pursuit mod. Yeah, there's really just not a ton of reason to pick it specifically in a format like OU, because most team builds would just prefer a Pokemon like either Garganacl or a Pokemon like Tinglu or a Pokemon like King Gambit or whatever other Broken Dark there are, because there's like a million of them. I don't know why there's like 10 million Broken Dark type Pokemon this gen. Game Freak really was just like, Dark type, yes! And they just made a million. And the award for one of the worst Trizukas I've seen today goes to that guy. I want the cooler wheel staying up here, and I'm upset. Out of your way. So dumb. That guy just left. Ah. Yeah, I don't know what that Miiverse post is talking about exactly. I was wondering. I don't know who that is. I don't know. I don't get it. Gambit being able to use knock and present Nantex. Yeah, no, like Nantex Gambit is like actually one of the strongest Pokemon ever conceived, just like on like a baseline of just like Jesus Christ, this mod just like does it just exists to exude progress making while also checking a million things. It's so good. Nantex is funny. Nantex is funny because you get to have Lopunny's like Gen 8 move pool buffs on Mega Lopunny, so you can finally use Mega Lopunny without like killing yourself for missing high jump kick, and that's hysterical to me. Because like even with that downside in mind, like Mega Lopunny was like one of the best singles Pokemon of like Gen 6 and 7. So to look at that and then just like straight buff it by giving it like access to moves like U-turn and like scrappy close combat is like hilarious to me. I don't know, I like Mega Lopunny. Having Scrappy on a normal fighting type was such an excellent feature. It was cool. Because normal plus fighting with Scrappy is like unassisted dual stab on anything in the game, which is really cool. Missing triple axle. Yeah, I remember trying to use like Hitmontop and Serena in lower tiers, and they always let me down because they just never connect that move. Yet somehow the opposing Weavile always hit all three. I don't know. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I wasn't like I didn't want to commit to it, so I changed my mind, but I changed my mind so late. Oh good. They'll feed, don't worry. They'll feed. Yeah, they feed. They always feed. Every time. As he got away. I love series. You literally just point where people are. Like that's enough to just like win games. A triple axle does fall into one of those things where I'm like mad that its distribution is like retroactively been like neutered. Because like you still have stuff like Sarina in the game, but Sarina feels so like freaking boneless in Gen 9. Because like it has no native access to triple axle or knockoff. So like it feels so much worse and I hate it. Like I feel like I'm like back in like 2017 or whatever, like base Sun and Moon Sarina before the tutors when like it's like unironic coverage was like I jump kick and play rough and that was like it. Yeah, Terra Aleki just takes the design of Aleki and just throws it into a blender and says, what if it didn't have the problem that it had? Even though Aleki was so game-defining and doubles in Gen 8, it's just funny just seeing it get straight buff this gen. Outside of, like, obviously Transistor nerf and stuff, but you know what I mean? That's fine, might have a good one. I probably won't stream for that much longer, like, probably like a bit less than an hour tops, so we'll see. Is that person like a roller player? I know Thyre's no, I'm thinking someone else. Thyre's a tough player. We didn't get checked, but we can't win in under a minute. No. Oh. Tragedy. What am I thinking of? There's like another player, like a name that's like similar that plays roller. I think they're like European, I don't remember. Maybe I'm making stuff up. Maybe it's time to reroll the vac charger actually. Yeah, that's the play. Hey, I don't know, like the Pokemon freaking Direct or whatever tomorrow. As we already have the leaked like things saying what mons are like in what DLCs basically, or not what mons in what DLC, but like we know what mons are returning, so like it's really just a matter of like if you see them, you know they're pack 1 tomorrow, I guess, or pack 2. All I know is good luck killing good luck killing Reuniclus in a world with Terra, where it doesn't have to be like Psychic. Tough. It's a very hard Pokemon to kill. Although the return of Reuniclus might be kind of blessed in this world, just because finally having a Magic Card Pokemon back means no more clicking Salt Cure for free, which is good. Kind of miss Clefable as well, in that regard. So we're getting Gliscor back, which is cool. I don't know if Jet Died is gonna remove its access to Roost and Toxic. It would really suck if it did, but oh, Gliscor, it's a good mon, regardless. Jesus, why is their whole team there? let's not go too crazy. I gotta get a cooler too. The badge. Oh, I tried. Oh, dead. Oh. No, they just have 2 olive on weapons. Wonder if they had like double chicken or LD or something. No, it's just 2. I mean, no. My mind said I have to move for the torpedo and I just forgot about the slider. Wow. I guess I'm surprised I didn't die to the Fizzy, but then the Zuko just completely deleted them from this world before I even got to say that, so never frickin' mind. Like my Nova's gear aesthetically. Pretty neat. I really hope the fall update has better clothes. The summer update was like so disappointing in that regard, because it was like... Wasn't there literally like no new clothes outside of the catalog ones, if I'm not mistaken? That's lame. That's lame as hell. You got a point. Funny. Oh wow, actually directed. A good right breaker spot. Kinda is funny that they technically proc the haunt, but nothing actually comes of it. The cooler. Oh, dead. Oops. Heading out the drop. Wait, why does it... They put my starting position in the rail even though I didn't do that. Like, I didn't start at the rail. I thought it didn't do that. I thought it just put you back in your original position. No, like, I swear that it's supposed to put you where you were standing before you got on the rail, but I didn't get on there. What? That's weird. That's actually arguably even better for stalling because you put it like in the corner even though you weren't actually there. Yeah, I don't. That's weird. That's really I've never seen that. That's strange. I don't think that's a very good IGN to have as a Dabble player, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's all good. Appreciate people saying hi. Again, I'll probably only stream like a little bit longer. I don't love this series rotation actually. Kind of like the open one more. Like, how many points did we farm on try that rotation? Yeah, that was like 60k plus. It's pretty good. I might just play open. I really don't like that series. I think it might be the rare open kind of time. I really don't want to go to work in an hour, but it's such a short shift and I have tomorrow off, so it's really not a big deal. I think it's just the thing that I'm just tired. I'm lazy. I'm lazy today. Howdy. Welcome to stream. Oh, our comp is cursed. And the cooler with like no aggro uplands. It's crazy. Yeah, this is a little bit of trolling. As faster try. But it's regular. We're on our way to faster on this one. I got the cooler, so it's worth the flank though. Unfortunate. I feel like they should have neutralized like 10 years ago. But their problem, not mine. That sounds kind of crazy if they're gonna laser me like that. Oh, he just kept free firing despite being missiled. It's funny. Oh, that is a fantastic trade. That's insane that they both beat that. Archie. Or comp kinda. Oh. Oh, they got like a bajillion rollers, oh no. Could be really good when you lock out, but assuming we get there. How about the V the V jet into this is not helpful, one might say. Yeah, I don't know about this one. What about that jump boom? It worked out. I really don't think it should have. I mean, I can't do anything about that. No, this is such a cursed game. This is like the kind of games I expect when I boot into series. Have a vacuum. It didn't. I don't. Vac is still a meme in my head, man. Doesn't even protect from that. Hilarious. Tent, you shouldn't be down here. Tent, just be chilling here, putting beacons. What are you doing? Didn't think he'd just swing. Yeah, this game is doomed. Oh, this game's doomed. D-Jet on my team. The vacuums on my team. It's actually doomed. Not winnable. Get me out of this lobby. That's terrific. That's kind of expected, isn't it? A 9 Jets voucher. Not very good. Not very good. Get a Swiffer and Light Tetra. It's probably not bad at all. You're still trying to climb this wall, like, give it up. Can't do that, stop. No. Not swim into a Tri-Slosher doing that. Ah, man. New PBs on the friends list, oh my goodness. I'm 27, that's pretty legit. Yeah, I don't, they were really fixated on that. And granted, I think a lot of people are guilty of doing that now and again, but like, damn, if it's like a roller, like a Tri-Slosher, or even like machine, like, do not go up that wall. You will not. You'll not come out on top. Like, you'll literally die for trying to go up there. They're really adamant about forcing that side. Oh. It's Light Tetra. Yeah. Yeah. Light Tetra's kind of depressing because Zip on Tetra sounds so cool, but then it's just a kit with no sub. Really sad. my gosh, it's Omega. No way. Ow. Oh. I almost felt bad for the spell too, but it's like, I don't know, if the class started, I'm like aware it's like really easy to like miss jump campings, not using bones. Like kill time, not the greatest accuracy. Tough. Definitely should jump back. My brain is still like on like massive autopilot mode. okay just jumps and casually directs that. That was weird. It's a good time to be subpower though. That was something. I don't even know how to describe that. That was weird. Yeah, like the end should have been like a hard lockout, but it was just falling one side, I guess. I was about to say waiting for a fourth, but Good timing, I guess. Oh snap, Shadow's grinding the gold vac badge. It's 96. Great at least. Oh, only one. I need. This Nautilus is not too fond of me right now. Oh, yeah. Really bad. Dude, that's like really, really bad. Can he reaches that from there? Or could... Forgot Charger's dummy on this map. I don't know if he gets back in. That sucks. I would blame 96, because that weapon's still trash. I go back 10. Yes. No problem. Number 96 High Shadow. Yeah, no, I saw you go that. I'm like, you're grinding the bad, but I'd rather see 10. I just, like, 96 is still bottom tier. uh, like, I somehow believe in, like, I want to believe in VChat more than vanilla 96. I guess isn't that crazy, but funny timeline. Now we have 2 beacon, 2 fizzy. What more do you need? Don't say lethals. Still getting assists on that. Crazy. I found call then.